Hey, what's up, everybody? BDL44 coming at you with another video. Score was 107-91. Lakers get their butts whooped by the San Antonio Spurs. Short-handed we were. And I'm just going to get into the team stats, get through this video, man, because I really hated watching every single second of this. I was not having a good time tonight, man. I really wasn't. I love my Lakers, but sometimes they just really are not fun to watch. So, we start with the team stats today. 34 of 86 from the field for 40% for the Lakers, 40 of 82 for the Spurs for 49%. From the three-point line, 9 of 39 for the Lakers, 23%. From the Spurs, 4 of 25 for 16%. They were able to beat us by 16 points. Is my math good? And shot 16% from behind the arc. 1% for every point they beat us by. The Lakers, what was he? 14 to 22 from the free throw line, 64% from the free throw line. 23 to 28 for the Spurs, 82% there. 50 rebounds for the Spurs, 45 for the Lakers. 10 offensive rebounds for the Lakers, 8 for the Spurs. 23 assists for the Spurs, 16 assists for the Lakers. 16 assists, bro. 10 steals for the Spurs, 9 for the Lakers, 5 blocks for the Spurs, 2 for the Lakers, 15 turnovers, 14 points conceded off of those for the Spurs, 17 turnovers, 19 points conceded off of those for LA. 15 fast break points for the Lakers, 12 for the Spurs, 66 points in the paint for the Spurs, 40 for the Lakers. Largest lead of the game for the Spurs was 16, and for the Lakers it was 4, and the Spurs led this game 88% of the time, the Lakers only 6. And go to the game cast next. Let's see how we did from quarter to quarter, and we get to the box score. First quarter, Lakers 23, Spurs 26. Second quarter, Lakers 20, Spurs 22. Third quarter, Lakers 25, Spurs 31. Fourth quarter, Lakers 23, Spurs 28. And we'll start with the Spurs. Harrison Barnes, 30 minutes, 7 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 6 assists, 1 steal, plus 16 for Harrison Barnes. Julian Champagnie, 34 minutes, 11 points, 3 of 11 from the field, 0 of 6 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 3 offensive boards, plus 18. Luke Cornett, 21 minutes, 7 points, 22 of 5 from the field, 3 of 4 from the line, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 3 offensive boards, plus 7 for Luke Cornett. De'Aaron Fox, 34 minutes, 14 points, 5 of 14 from the field, over 6 from 3. 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, plus 12 for Fox. Stephon Castle, 29 minutes, 15 points, 6 of 10 from the field, over 2 from 3, 3 of 3 from the line, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 block, plus 9 for Stephon. Lindy Waters played 1 minute, nothing happened. Keldon Johnson, game ball goes definitely there. 28 points in 27 points in 28 minutes, 11 of 13 from the field, 2 of 3 from the line, 3 of 3 from the line, 2 of 3 from the three-point line. 6 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 offensive board, plus 14. He just smoked us. I mean, it was ridiculous. Some of the shots he was hitting there in the fourth quarter, hooks over outstretched contested hands. I mean, he was hitting every damn thing. I mean, for his team was frozen cold everywhere else, but he was freaking Kobe Bryant tonight. I don't know, man. Keldon Johnson, you get the game ball. Jeremy Sohan, 11 minutes, 6 points, 2 of 2 from both the 3 and field, 1 assist, 1 minus 1. We played off of him. We schemed him open, I think. And that was a poor decision. Daniel Jones-Garcia got a board in 1 minute. Carter Bryant hit a field goal for 2 points in 5 minutes. 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, minus 2 for Bryant. Wemby, 26 minutes, 16 points, 7 of 15 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 14 boards, 4 blocks, 2 steals, plus 9, 1 offensive board for Victor. The defensive stats are what they are. He's one of the best defensive players we've ever seen. 14 boards, not surprising when everybody out there was as tall as me. I don't know, man. Bismack Biyombo had 1 minute of play. He did nothing. Dylan Harper, 20 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 6 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, minus 2. He's in a heck of a slump right now. All right, for the Lakers, Vanderbilt, 19 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 0 in a plus minus. The 3 didn't fall tonight. Wasn't a great night. He got in early foul trouble, and for us to have been down as many people as we were, we really needed him to be better tonight. Him having the type of night he had, no rebounds, no assists, he was not good tonight. Jake LaRavia, 39 minutes, 16 points, 6 of 13 from the field, 4 of 9 from 3, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 4 offensive boards, 1 turnover, -9. No, I'm looking at the wrong numbers. -13. He had 4 offensive boards. Yeah, everything else I think I got right. So Jake LaRavia, I think it was okay. 4 of 9 from the 3 is respectable, I guess. 7 boards is good. Only turned the ball over once. 4 offensive boards. We really like that from Jake. 16 points. I mean, could have had a greater night, but I think he chipped in. DeAndre Ayton, 29 minutes, 9 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 block, 1 offensive board, -9, 29 minutes. We needed him more out of him for certain, man. A single 9.6 rebounds. If you want to be the Lakers starting center, man, we can't have performances like this in such big games when we're so short-handed, bro. We're so short-handed. We really needed him to be a star-level player in the absence of LeBron James and everybody else who damn missing tonight, and he came up short, and it's the type of stuff that's really going to hurt him in the offseason when it's time for him to ask for paper, period. It's one of them games they look at you and say, nah, we ain't give you that, but we'll give you this. This is one of those games. Marcus Smart, 34 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 6 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 7 rebounds, 3 steals, 4 turnovers, 1 assist, -12. I don't know, man. I have a hard time with Marcus Smart, man. I do. I like Marcus Smart. I mean, I have a lot of respect for him, and I'm happy he's here. But some nights I just want us to bench him. And this is one of those nights. I had a hard time with him. The rebounds are great. The steals are great. But the shooting was horrible. Some of the decision-making was ridiculous. And the -12 is not an accident. It was just, this is the Marcus Smart experience. I'm not surprised by any of this. We already knew what we were getting. But when you're down a lot of people, when you got to play somebody 34 minutes, you don't want Marcus Smart on a bad night to be who you're using for 34 minutes. This is one of those players where I wish we could have benched him a little bit. 34 minutes. To leave him out there for 34 minutes and that be the production. No, buddy. No. Luka Doncic, 38 minutes, 38 points. 13 of 26 from the field, 2 of 9 from 3, 10 of 16 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals, 7 turnovers, -7. Triple-double, massive numbers. I'm so happy he's on a bunch of my fantasy teams. You couldn't win. You never had a chance to win the game. You didn't have enough talent down there around Luka. The next best shooting player had 16 points. I mean, he needed to do everything, and he couldn't do everything tonight. But there's something that I need to point out. 2 of 9 from 3, 7 turnovers, 6 missed free throws. These are the things we judge Luka by, and he failed in those areas. Maxi Kleber, 12 minutes, 1 point, 0 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 offensive boards, -3. I thought he did a valiant job against Wemby. Coach left Wemby out there with him, and Wemby did score on him, but I thought Maxi tried very hard and stood up tall against Wembanyama in the second half defensively. So I will look at that and nod my head. Drew Timme got 1 minute, 0 of 1 from 3, 0 in the plus minus. Dalton Connect, 19 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 6 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3, 3 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 1 block, -15. So the shooting and the offense was ridiculous. But he did draw another charge in this game. He had a nice strip where he just, slapped the ball off. I think it was Dylan Harper's leg on a defensive play. So those two things stand out for me on a positive end. Everything else Dalton did, you see the stats, it wasn't pretty, but we want to circle where he does good things on the defensive end. There's 2 games in a row where he drew a charge. So we'll take the good where we can get them. We don't expect nothing good most of the time, and that's what it is. I will acknowledge that the 3 turnovers could have been better as well. He sucked, but anything we can look at and get some positive from Dalton is worth mentioning. And I saw some things there, so I mentioned them. Jackson Hayes, 18 minutes, 10 points, 4 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, 7 rebounds, -7, 2 offensive boards. I wish he would have been able to play a little more because obviously he didn't miss a shot, and we weren't really getting much else scoring off the bench. He had 10 points. Nobody else on the bench had more than 6 after that. So I think 18 minutes, when you consider what was going on out there, you kind of frustrated. He only had 3 fouls. He should have been out there a little more. Should have been featured a little more. I don't know. I don't know why he didn't play more. Gabriel Vincent, 18 minutes, 6 points, 2 of 8 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, -10, 1 offensive board. The shooting wasn't good. He did have a couple 2 threes, right, as we can clearly see. He got 2 assists. He didn't turn the ball over. 1 steal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm trying not to just be ridiculous. It's his first game back after being off for 2 weeks. So 3 weeks, was it? Almost 3 weeks. You know how I feel. I think everybody who watches me know how I feel. So I guess we can move on. Nick Smith, 10 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 1 assist, -4. He's on a bad stretch. That 1 3-point shot he took with a lot of confidence, we'll take it. But it would be great if he could find a way to play really well on big nights. And a night like this, we really needed the big performance, and he gave us the nothing performance. So it's unfortunate, but he was only out there for 10 minutes. Bronny James got a minute in garbage time. Chris Mannion got a minute in garbage time. They weren't able to accomplish anything. So I don't know who to blame, so I'm just going to say it like this. To whom this may concern, this is now the 3rd game that I've covered where I felt the Lakers were in a position to really be competitive against a team that you want to be able to be competitive against. And we weren't available to compete. I don't know if you blame the Lakers organization. I don't know if you blame the schedule makers for this being the second of a back-to-back. The NBA office, I don't know who to blame. But I just want to acknowledge that this is the 3rd game this season where I felt like we're playing against a rival team, big stakes on the line, and we're not competitive. San Antonio on a bad stretch where they've been losing to everybody. They can barely score a shot. They've been cold for 4 or 5 games straight. This is a perfect time to be competitive tonight. Everybody who should be able to play should choose to play this game, because if you win the game, you're in 2nd place. And you have a great chance to win the game because the Spurs have been cold. And Wemby's on a minutes restriction. This is a game that, as an organization, you say, we want to be available. I don't know if maybe this is you blame the player. Maybe you blame LeBron James. I doubt it. I doubt LeBron said he did not want to play tonight. I doubt it. But hey, for the sake of whoever this may concern, I tell LeBron too, want to be competitive in this game. This is the game we really need you out there. There's no way that if I'm choosing between one of the 2 games, I'm going to choose for you to play last night against New Orleans and not against the Spurs. With all of these circumstances surrounding the situation, if you win this game, you get a stranglehold on the season series. You do have to play them again in February, but that game is in your building. 2nd place on the line. They've been struggling. This is a rival team. They embarrassed us last time we saw them. All of these different things. It's like, okay, this is the game. This is, come on, Lakers. This is when you want to be competitive. And I look on the floor and I don't see the king. And I look at the rotations and I don't see us being competitive a good portion of this game. We did check in. And this is the thing that really frustrates me. We checked in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 players in this game. We actually played as many players as the Spurs did. But the lineups that we had on the floor, I legitimately thought never had a chance. They were not competitive. We had stuff on the floor that I knew were not really good at anything. Lineups that I didn't think had any strengths whatsoever at times in this game. I'm just being honest. And we used to complain about this with Darvin Ham, so it's only fair that I complain about it with JJ. You were throwing things at the wall that had no business being thrown at the wall. You weren't leaning into any specific strengths out there with those rotations. You weren't leaning into anything that would otherwise give you any type of edge. They put Wemby on the floor off the bench. You bring in your shortest player, and you put 3 guards on the floor. You know, at one point, this man had, and I kid you not, he had Maxi Kleber on the floor, Jackson Hayes on the floor, Nick Smith, Marcus Smart, and Gabe Vincent. What is that lineup actually supposed to do? Like, if you're going to throw stuff at the wall, you don't know what to do, how is it that the stuff you come up with literally is no good at anything? I thought JJ's rotations tonight were about as bad as anything I'd ever watched in my entire life, man. And I've been watching basketball for 31, 32 years. And I don't think I've seen too many rotations consciously that I thought were any worse than the stuff that he put on his floor tonight. And if we played 13 players, so you can't tell me that we couldn't come up with better combinations of people to put on the basketball floor than some of the stuff that we saw tonight. We were not competitive, and we were never supposed to be competitive with what he chose to put on the floor. And that's why I said that this game was no fun for me, because I never thought we had a chance, man. And this was the perfect time to face this team, because they haven't been able to throw a rock in the ocean for about 5 games. Wembanyama's coming back from injury. They got him on a 26-minute restriction. Fox is cold. Castle's cold. You know, Dylan Harper is just in the worst slump of his little young career. Sohan's just fresh from injury. He's on minutes restriction. You couldn't find a better time to play this team than right now. And we just did not find ourselves competitive at all in this basketball game. To say I'm disappointed, I don't think is a proper word for it, man. This was an abomination. We were really sad tonight, man. We only scored 91 points against a team that's shot 16% from behind the arc. You can play 82 games this year and you're not going to see that stat again. There's no reason for you to lose a basketball game against a team that couldn't shoot better than make more than 4 threes on the night as a unit. And the shot selection. I know the defense that the San Antonio Spurs play is really, really good. So forgive me if I'm out of pocket for saying this. But I thought our shot selection was, once again, extremely low percentage. Most of the stuff that we were taking tonight, I don't think you would expect to go in, is essentially what I'm saying. The shots we were seeking out, low percentage shots, man. And this is what I've been preaching on this channel about this year's team for about a month now. I need us to try to generate higher percentage looks that you think could possibly go in. And I think this was one of the worst games that we've had that going on in regards to. I mean, I just thought we were taking such poor looks, man. Such low percentage shots we were settling for. Things that you know damn well ain't going to go. And that's just as a story of the night. And then on the defensive end, like I said, I thought we tried a little at times, but I thought there were times where we didn't look too good there, even for our standards, which is like in the toilet. This was not a competitive basketball game, and it should have been. And our organization should really be a little frustrated with. No, that's not the right way. We should be embarrassed by how we entered this basketball game and what we had on the floor. We should be embarrassed by what we put on the floor tonight, honestly. As an organization, you had 13 players available to play, and what you saw was you had no chance. No chance. You had no chance, man. And so however we got to this point, however this became what it is we do have to rectify it if we don't want to find ourselves out in the first round, because I don't believe that if we're rendered to this after a few injuries, if this is what we have, I don't think we can compete, man. I'm just being honest. And this coach, you know, he's not In my humble opinion, he's not eliminating the players that need to be eliminated from the rotation. I don't think he's done a good job of that this season. I really don't. The players that should not be in rotation are playing. And the players that should be playing, some of them are not in rotation. He has absolutely no problem benching Vanderbilt for 7 straight games. But some of these dudes who struggle consistently, who don't do anything for him, he won't bench them unless forced to. And I have a problem with that. I really do have a problem with what I'm seeing out there, man. Honestly, I have a problem with some of this. I don't think there's been enough of a concerted effort from a structural standpoint to get Ayton involved when he's one of our highest percentage scorers. You know what I mean? When you talk about guys that we talk about generating high percentage looks, right? Ayton, to start the season, was a guy that barely missed. You would think you would try to center your offense around trying to feature him more, especially when most of your scorers are out. You want to try to get him to the line. You want to try to get him in positions to score the ball easily. Easy buckets. None of that. We got 9 buckets from him. Attempts, rather. And when Rui's out there, he's another one of those guys that barely miss. We barely get him any shots when he's out there. It's just like the concept of leaning into high percentage looks is just absent amongst this unit and this coaching staff. They do not respect easy buckets and the urgency necessary to generate high percentage probability offensive attempts, man. They just don't. They will throw some bull crap, bro, up consistently. And as I said, no NBA team should want to do that, but definitely not a team that's not that particularly talented on the defensive end or in the rebounding areas. You should not be comfortable with taking low percentage shots because you can't make up for it on the defensive end. And this unit from top to bottom does not respect that in a way that I respect at all, man, at all. And so that's what I want to say, man. This was not a smart basketball game played. This was not a smarter way to approach this basketball game. And you left it on the table without being competitive in a game that you should have been holding a lot of pride in regards to. We should have been proud to come into this basketball game, ready to play this game with our full lineup to the best of our ability. And we did not do that. And with the stuff that we run out there, we never gave ourselves a chance. And I'm embarrassed to be a Laker fan this evening. BDF 44. I thank you all for watching. Out.